Hello YouTube, I'm Hellhound, and I'm back with another CD review. And I figured today we'd look at Endless Pain by Kreator. Oh yeah. Ah yes, Endless Pain. The debut album by one of my all-time favorite thrash metal bands, Kreator. Previously known as Tormentor, Kreator has certainly made their mark in metal history, and were an important part of the early Teutonic thrash scene, along with other great thrash acts such as Sodom, Destruction, and Tankard. And their first album certainly proves that they were a force to be reckoned with, and were off to a bone-crushingly great start. Savage, visceral, and extremely aggressive, Endless Pain inflicted plenty of violence and fury that was unleashed in all directions. Oh yeah, this is the beginning of Teutonic thrash, back in the glory days. So, let's begin. Well, the lineup behind this recording is none other than Millie Petroza on guitar and vocals, Jurgen Winter-Reel on drums and vocals, and Roberto Fiorenti on bass. I love when a band has dual vocalists that, harmonize with each other, and even more when they take turns singing lead. And, it makes for some great variation and diversity. On this album, Millie did the vocals for all the even-numbered tracks, while Vinter sang on all the odd ones. So Millie was on 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, Vinter on, 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And, both of them are just so different, makes for such a diverse sound, as I said. Millie has more of a high-pitched, raspy screech, while Vinter has more of a low and guttural growl. It really sounds awesome on tracks like Son of Evil. His voice is really primal sounding, and could easily fit on a death metal recording. Kind of reminds me of an evil demonic troll who's about to place a deadly curse on you or something. I can't decide whose voice I like better. Millie's vicious hiss or Vinter's barbaric roar. But they both fit so well in this album. And it's really a shame that Vinter doesn't sing anymore on their studio albums, aside from perhaps performing some backup vocals here and there. I guess he wanted to primarily focus on drumming. But I think he does occasionally sing Riot of Violence when they play it live, however, so that's good. But yeah, the vocals here, by Millie Petroza and Jurgen Reel are superb, and as are the instrumentals. Millie is a very talented guitarist. His riffs and solos are excellently ravenous and memorable, while Vinter's drumming is insanely fierce. Roberto Fiorenti's bass playing is essential too, and provides an intricate and smooth rhythm for which the fretwork and drum beats build upon. I love his opening bass solo on Dying Victims. Yeah, I gotta praise Millie Petroza a little more. On this album and the one after it, he was the sole guitar player. They didn't have a second guitarist yet, like they did in later albums when they became a four-piece. Yeah, they were just a trio of, young and hungry musicians when they began, and I kind of preferred it that way, in a way, but it does sound more powerful, more full with two guitars, though I'm sure he, recorded the rhythms and leads here, but I think it works really well. I really applaud him, and I admire him for being able to pull that off, in addition to, doing vocals as well, of course. Yeah, there they are. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Millie, Rob, and Vinter. Oh, yeah, really young. Really young guys who, are ready to take on the world or whatever. But anyway, let's look at the songs now. The album opens with the title track, a straightforward and heavy-as-hell thrash epic that instantly tells you made a wise choice by listening to these quintessential compositions. Drummer Jurgen Winter-Reel, as I said, does the vocals on this track, which are fantastic. Those are everything he does on this album, really. Next is Total Death, which Millie sings lead and provides some tremendous shredding riffs as well. And Storm of the Beast, sung by Vinter, might just be my favorite song here, as I find it impossible not to headbang and play guitar every time I give it a listen. I love that friggin' chorus, that heavy chugging riff, and how it kind of slows down, but just so heavy, just kicks your ass. Yeah, and Tormentor, sung by Millie, sounds evil as hell and just gives me chills. Oh man, he has such a friggin' demonic sounding, blasphemous voice. He's like the he's like the devil. Sounds like they got the devil to sing on this album. All the songs that he performed a lead on. That's the best way to describe it. But yeah, distinct guitar playing and brutal thrash beats and rhythms establishing a metallic exuberance just freaking slays, man. Yeah, other great tracks like Flag of Hate, the slightly punk-sounding Cry of War, Bonebreaker, and Living in Fear will surely destroy everything in their path with their angry and infectious charm. Even some of the more flawed structures work really well here. It's just a great recording front to back. Yeah, this album is pretty much all killer and no filler. Yeah, the production here is kind of primitive, but I feel like that further adds to the raw and primal approach that the band was most likely going for. You don't need technical playing and polished production to achieve metal perfection, as this album infinitely proves. Gotta get that thumbnail. Kreator was off to a phenomenal start and continued that streak for several more albums after this. The next one being Pleasure to Kill, which might possibly be my favorite. It's probably even heavier. And yeah, just several. There's hardly any dull moments in their discography. I even like some of their newer albums. Enemy of God, one of the more recent ones, being a really great listen. But yeah, all in all, this is a definitive Teutonic thrash masterwork to add to your collection. Long live Kreator. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Go out and buy this album right now. I think that about covers it. I don't really think there's anything else I need to add. I think I'll go give it a listen right now. Alright guys, well, I'm Hellhound. Thank you for watching my show. Keep it metal.